Alright, what's up, Bible readers? I have a problem when I try to read the Bible. I don't want ads, and sometimes I want to listen to it. And I don't really want distractions, and so this is my ultimate Bible reading workflow for 2025. You might know me, Yoshi OST, as the developer for the Bible Shortcuts Chrome extension, and this is essentially an improved version of it, and I don't exactly use the Bible Shortcuts Chrome extension anymore. And so this is how I am essentially sharing how it works. And we're just gonna go show off a little bit of the features. First of all, by default, this page has a few stuff on it. So if I disable it like so, there's some centering, there's some extra UI, and it kind of looks older style, and that's cool. But we're gonna enable the script like so. Boom. Those stuff are hidden, and there's a little nav bar at the bottom right that is hidden away unless you hover over the right side of the page, and that lets you toggle the user interface again. That's useful. And you can also enable footnotes down below. In this case, there's no footnotes in Esther, so nothing shows up. The left and right lets you essentially switch chapters on mobile or whatever, and so that works like a charm. We're gonna go, if we press 1, this lets you jump to the chapter numbers. In this case is like a pre-Esther page, and the 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I press 0, this is just a summary of everything. There we go. All right. Another thing is, if you click on UI here, if I click on Esther, that jumps to the main list of books. That's pretty useful. All right. So that's the case for some of them. Now, if we go to, say, the English WEB version, English ENG-WEB, there's also some extra features like you could show and hide the Apocrypha if you want to read those books. They're right there. If I click on index, in the English Web Classic version, there's also an extra compact version of the readable books, so feel free to use that to jump across to the index. I've added that as an extra button, and yeah, that's most of it. Next, we're going to swap over to the Bible.com version of it. Boom. That shows up like this. Without it on, it looks like this. It has some login information, some search bar, some chapter management and version management, and a bunch of stuff. Now I turn it back on like so, and that's all hidden. So it can just read straight up from that. It's very clean, no distractions whatsoever. And that's pretty much it for what the user scripts do. Now, I really recommend to use this tool with this other tool that I didn't create called Read Aloud on Chrome Extension Store. And that essentially just reads the page, and you can have a bunch of custom choices in the voice sound. So it could be British or not. But in this example, let's say I jump to Leviticus chapter 5, right? I could just click on Read Aloud when it's installed, and I'll start reading. You know,
if anyone sins, in that he hears a public adjuration to testify, he being a witness.
There you go. Simple as that. And using Read Aloud, if I right click on it, get options, you can actually change the voice here. There's some offline voices, so you don't even need the internet. Then there's some that are premium, some that are standard. Premium, I believe, takes some out. There's some limits and it uses some kind of credit system. And yeah, you can change the speed or the pitch. So it's pretty cool. Highly recommend. Check out Read Aloud. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these tools and use it for your benefit in reading the Bible. And yeah, feel free to subscribe as we work on more cool little projects here and there. God bless.